Hello guys, how are you doing? I'm here again, and you can definitely tell what I'm just about to talk about. But the results are out, and people are busy checking. And I know some of you have been checking, but they have been receiving errors, and they get bothered. But if you're checking and you have errors, it's normal. It is just the first day of the release of the results, and the system can become overwhelmed, can become jammed. So it's not a problem if you're receiving errors. Just give it some time and try again when the number of people checking have gone down. So just come later and check again, and it will go through. That's the very first thing. Otherwise, people have checked in their millions and they have gotten the results. The first thing that you need to know is that the result that you get after checking remains permanent. It doesn't mean if you check tomorrow or the day after tomorrow or some weeks ahead or some months away, it will change. It remains the way it is. So if you've been selected, congratulations to you. The process begins, the journey begins, and in this journey we shall go together. What you need to do is to subscribe to this channel and also follow me on my website, that the link will be under this video, and we shall go together. If you found out that you have not been selected, then that's what I'm about to talk about, because the vast majority of you did not get selected. That's a fact. So if you've checked the result and it says based on the information submitted, the entry has not been selected for further processing this time around, that is not the end of it. It's not the end of the world. The first thing that I should say, and I said it earlier, if you have not been selected, you need to keep your confirmation with you. Just keep it with you. In some rare cases, they do a second selection, and that is when they realize they have selected much less people than there are the visas. So they do a second selection around September and October, and that's why I told you it is best practice to keep your confirmation number with you up to that time, that is around October. But that is a rare chance. But if you realized that you are not selected, I've said it's not the end of you, it's not the end of the world. What it simply means, it means that you are not lucky and you are not alone. Millions and millions of people were not selected. That's the first thing that you need to know. You are not alone. Millions were not selected. Only a few hundred, only only a few people were selected, that is up to around 100,000, so to say, but millions were not selected, so you're not alone. And number two, which is very important, it only means that you are not selected this time around. It does not mean that you are completely excluded from this process. There are DV lottery coming. There is a DV lottery application this year, October, next year, and so on. It's not the end of it. It means that this time around, it wasn't your time. It wasn't your opportunity. You are not lucky this time around, and you can keep on trying. By saying so, I have a friend who applied twice and she was not selected and she gave up. She never applied again. That is not the route to go. If you do not get selected, what you're supposed to do is you have another chance to try in the following years. Who knows? If you apply in this coming October, then 1 year from now, we might be celebrating you. So the point is never to give up. I know it is so frustrating because some of you might have applied once, twice, thrice, four times, and so on, and they have not gotten selected. But don't get frustrated. Get my point. Never get frustrated. It is free to apply. Just try your luck. Year in, year out. One time will come and you'll get selected. And also for those who applied for the first time, I know you can also get frustrated because you had high expectation. Maybe you have a friend who just played once and was selected, and you applied thinking so, but you are not selected, and you now are trying to give up on this. You're getting frustrated. I tell you, there are people here who have applied several times and they have not gotten selected. Others applied for 5 times, and the 6th time they got selected, and we celebrated with them. Others applied 3 times and they got selected. So whichever the case, whether you are first timer or you've applied several times, you are not supposed to give up on this. Just keep trying in the next DV lottery. And then when I come to the end of the video, there is another important thing that I want to talk about. And if you really want to move to the US, maybe your hope is that one day in the future you have to be in the US. DV lottery is just one way. It's just but one avenue to the United States. If you are a student or you want to further your studies in the United States, that is another possible way. You can start your journey by becoming a student in the US. Try out and find some scholarship or some programs that do the student exchange, or some program that offer you an opportunity to study in the United States. That is another way if you really have to be in the United States. And I know that is the dream of many people. There are many visas. If you have a family in the United States, like I have one of my guys who went to the United States through the family visa, have your family file the visa for you, file the green card for you. Have the family file the green card for you. We call them the F visas. If you have a father in the United States, you have a mother in the United States, just have them file the family green card for you. That is another possible way that you can go to the United States through. Another possible way is by you trying to apply for jobs that are offered for foreigners by organizations in the United States. There are many companies or institutions or organizations or workplaces that offer opportunities to foreign specialists. So if you see a job that offers opportunities of employment to people outside of the United States, then apply for that. If you qualify, try your luck through that. They are called the e-visas or the EB visas. You just try your luck through that. You can also go to the US through those visas. And there are many others, including the business visa. If you're rich enough, you can go through the business visa. Those are just but a few of the ways, but the point was clear that if you are not selected this time around, you are not alone. There are millions of people that have not been selected, and that means that you just try. We only have 5 months from now to the time that you apply for the next DV lottery. That will be DV Lottery 2025. When October comes, try your luck again. You never know. 1 year from now, we might be celebrating you. Thank you guys for all that won. Thank you. We are going to do other videos about the DS260 form. So stick around and let's meet in the next video.